Hey everybody, what is going on? This is NGS and welcome back to another video. It's time for the long-awaited return of NGS Talks. Longtime fans of NGS, my fans, subscribers, can pretty much attest to how series on this channel pretty much go through their life cycle. So I would come out of the blue with a brand new series where I'm going to talk about X, Y, and Z. People like it. I do a couple episodes and then it's just gone for no reason whatsoever. I don't know where it went. It was here and then suddenly not here. A couple weeks passed by. I said that the series is coming back. People get excited. I don't bring the series back until a couple months later where it's back. People get happy, and as quick as it came back, it is gone again. The series never die, they just disappear for a while. We don't know where they go, we don't know what they're doing, but they're just gone. But they'll be back, and you know it. Similar to Togashi and Hunter x Hunter. I guess that's a pretty interesting comparison. Well, it's really not, because the series aren't sick. But then again, is Togashi really sick? Maybe he's not really sick, maybe he's just at Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments, and he's in disguise, and nobody notices it. Who knows? Anywho, now, this video is not really going to be like the typical norm NGS Talks, where I get on here and talk about all the things in my personal life in a chill, laid-back format. This one is sort of going to be a... fuck it, I can't even think of the word. For the first part of this video, I'm really just going to talk about something that you guys may have noticed in the last video I did, pertaining to the picture quality. If you guys haven't noticed, things do look different as far as what you're seeing on the screen. The camera is not as zoomed in as it usually is, and you can see more of my room. Why is that? It's because I purchased a brand new webcam. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Logitech C920 Pro HD webcam. The webcam that I did use prior, which if you've attended any of my streams or you just saw a couple of direct to YouTube captures. Hold on, let me see if I can get this guy out. Here we go. It is definitely an improvement over the last webcam that I did use, which was the Logitech C720 HD 720p webcam. I've had this webcam for 2.5 years. I actually bought it on Target when it was on promotion for $30. And I gotta say that I completely got all my use out of this. The quality for this guy is fantastic. Even in low light settings, the audio came out really good at times, and I just really had no problems with it. This is, I think, the best webcam if you want to go for something cheap, and you get so much bang for your buck out of it. You can go through like some of my older videos that you can tell aren't recorded with my regular camera, and you can see that it's probably recorded from this just because it works. It just does what it does. But I did want to upgrade to a new one, and when I saw that this was on sale at my job, employee discount, all that stuff, yeah, it's a great deal. So I got this puppy for just under $60, which I think is a great deal because it usually goes for $100. And as far as the quality is concerned, I am really liking it. It definitely gives more of a cinematic feel. Not really a cinematic feel. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's nice that you can just see more of the background behind me. Which is kind of a sucky thing because now you can see how dirty my room really is. It's always a mess. Not so much now, but I mean, in general, it always is. So I guess I'll have to make sure to be tidy before I start the video. And by be tidy, I just mean throw all the crap in an area where you can't see it in the camera. Like, yeah, that's probably what's going to work out. This is not actually being recorded directly through the webcam's microphone. The audio is coming from my good old trusty Blue Yeti microphone. You want to autofocus in on that camera? Thank you very much. Simply due to the fact that the regular audio on the camera is nothing short of abysmal. It's not that it's necessarily bad where you can't hear anybody, but it's just not up to par with the previous iterations of Logitech's cameras. So if you do have an external microphone, I recommend using that, but for basic web chatting with friends, it's more than sufficient. I have to say. So what do you guys think about the video quality combined with the Blue Yeti audio? I'm recording it directly through Logitech's webcam software, so I don't know if that deteriorates some of the sound quality for the Yeti. I know that it only records the Yeti's audio in mono as opposed to full stereo, so maybe when I do other videos, I will go back and record the Yeti audio separate and then match it up in Sony Vegas, because I do love the sound quality of the Yeti, and if you're not getting the sound quality of the Yeti that I want you to get, then that's just sadly disappointing. But for basic web captures directly going to YouTube, I think this is more than sufficient. Also, Nia the Video Gamer, if you were wondering what the quality for this camera is, well, here you go, you fake-ass Nintendo apologist fangirl. fangirl. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Nia? Anyway, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's move directly into what I wanted to talk about in this NGS Talks, which is Kingdom Hearts. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't really done anything related to Kingdom Hearts in the past couple of months. The last time, if I do recall, was when I had a collaboration video with my good old friend Dante86. We talked about Dream Drop Distance quite a bit, gave our thoughts and opinions on that. But since that video, we've actually learned quite a lot about the Kingdom Hearts related franchise, which is kind of weird because we Kingdom Hearts fans are used to droughts of information. It's like we get one really big announcement, don't hear anything about the game for the next 3 years, and then it just suddenly comes out and we're just like, okay, whatever. So directly after the E3 presentation of Kingdom Hearts 3 and it was announced, we did learn a couple of things, mainly from the interviews that Square Enix's Tetsuya Nomura did. And as you guys know, the game is multi-platform, coming out on both PS4 and Xbox One. And still to this day, I still see people arguing, saying that it's going to be ruined because it's not going to utilize the power of the PlayStation 3's, oh, I'm sorry, the PlayStation 4. Yeah, it's just, it's that the exact same arguments that you were hearing a generation ago with Kingdom Hearts 3, what if it comes out on Xbox 360, are reappearing now because Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out on Xbox One. There was a time where I thought that, yeah, they're going to screw up the quality if it's released on such platform. But at this point, it's just whatever, man. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, we know which version is going to be superior. We know which version is going to be running in native 1080p. So it all just comes down to whether or not you want to swing your Keyblade by mashing the A button or swing your Keyblade by mashing the X button. You'll just have to make that decision by yourself. Yeah. Nobody should choose for you. Make it up on your own because you still are going to be spending $60 for that video game, man. God damn, man. Oof. I don't even remember the last time I paid $60 for a video game. Well, I did buy a lot of console games this year, so no, just Tales of Xillia, but that was a special edition, so I'm used to paying cheaper for digital games. That's why, off tangent topic, I know. Now that we've gotten that multi-platform business out of the way, in terms of the release date for Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, some people were speculating that, you know, since the game was announced here, we're probably going to hear something about it within the next year and a half to two. Tetsuya Nomura actually did come out and confirm that don't expect to see it anytime soon. And by that, some people are speculating that we're not going to see the game, period, or we're going to see it probably in 2024, which is when I'm thinking Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to come out. I called that shit 2.5 years ago, and if it does come out then, I'll just be like, son, there was this series I played when I was a kid. Yeah, that's how it's going to be. But by that statement from Tetsuya Nomura, I took it into account that it's not going to come out within any time soon. So I speculate that's going to be at least a year and a half to 2 years, because from person to person, when it means it's not coming out now, that can mean a multitude of things. Some people say it's not coming out anytime soon. That could mean a year. That could mean a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years. Who knows? I'm just taking into account the lineup of main Final Fantasy games that Square Enix has coming out on the consoles, in addition to Tetsuya Nomura and how he's going to divide up his time. So as you guys know, Final Fantasy 13-3 Lightning Returns, Who Asked for Her Back, just came out in Japan, with the release date for North America set early 2014. With Final Fantasy Versus 15, that's a pretty good hybrid I came up for, because I just can't call it 15 because I'm going to mention Versus at some point. So Versus 15, that game, I just have to go off tangent again, because when you look at the development for that game and the amount of time that it's actually taken, let's look at it like this. Okay, the game was announced like, what, 2006? Let's say they start development on it in 2007, late 2007, maybe early 2008. We hear nothing about the game outside of maybe a trailer or two, and then it shows up again in E3 2013. Why do I think that for half of this game's life, it was a PS3 exclusive, and the other half of this game's life, it's going to be worked on Xbox One and PS4? In the amount of time that it's taken from 2007 to, let's say, the end of 2014, which is when this thing should finish development, because if you guys remember, Final Fantasy 13 Versus had a sort of a, like, whoa, we got to get this back into development, like at the end of 2011. If I assume that's when they started working on the PS4, Xbox One version, it might have been a little bit earlier than that. If I assume that's when they started it, then I think that, wow, they really are going to spend half their time working as a I'm sorry, but it's just too funny. It's like half your time you just worked on a game that's never gonna release on the console, and the other half of the time you were just making it pretty. I'm sorry, they could have made 2 full-blown awesome console RPGs with the amount of time it's taken them to work on Versus 15. That's just ironic, man. We wasted so much money. That game was still in development when Bush was president, and it's probably not going to be released till Obama's out of office. Oh my god, that if it took you to get 2 US, oh my god, I don't know where I'm going here. But if that game, Final Fantasy Versus 15, if that game, let's say, releases early 2015. Earliest that I could say that they released that would be late 2014, but then again, do they really want to release 2 main Final Fantasy games in the same year? Who knows? I don't think we'll be expecting to see Kingdom Hearts 3 until late 2015, 2016 at the earliest. Now, that is what I thought, because, you know, if we're just going by release, they're just going to delay Kingdom Hearts 3 because they don't want it to compete with any other Final Fantasy game. I thought that was the case. However, when I heard that the Osaka team was developing Kingdom Hearts 3, these are the same guys who handled Birth by Sleep, I was thinking that maybe there's a possibility we might see both Versus 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 in the same year at some point whenever both of them do come out. Because while Nomura may not be able to dedicate almost all of his time to Kingdom Hearts 3, because after they finish Versus 15, which probably wouldn't be done till 2014, they would have to spend another 2-3 years working on Kingdom Hearts 3. But with this separate team in there, I think that the release dates would be a little closer together as opposed to, yeah, this game's coming out 2015, Kingdom Hearts 3 2018. Mind you, those are just my predictions on the matter, but hey, we'll see what happens when the games come out. So we got the multi-platform stuff out of the way, we got the release date mumbo jumbo out of the way, and mind you, I'm going completely off my memory, so I might be like, what happened next? What happened next? What happened next? I don't even know. Let's talk about the trailer that was released for Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I do have to stress something that since we are actually getting into the gameplay portion of this video, I'm not going to sit here and speculate on what worlds I'd want to see in the series, because I think that can be answered when we get closer and closer to the release of the game, when we start seeing more about it, because you can pretty much put together what worlds are going to be in the series. So when that video comes, and if a particular world that I've been wanting for a very long time is not in Kingdom Hearts 3, yet we go back to the trailer. Yes, so something that really, I've never seen something from Kingdom Hearts that has been this polarizing to the fan base, as opposed to the game that shall not be mentioned that starts with an R and ends with a D. I've never seen something so polarizing than this trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3. Because usually, the Kingdom Hearts fan base is not that hard to excite. It really isn't. But after seeing this gameplay, one half is over here, one half is over there. It's just like split down the middle. Now, let's talk about this gameplay. The gameplay for Kingdom Hearts 3, I think it looks good. I just think it looks good. From what I was expecting out of Kingdom Hearts 3 on the next generation consoles, in addition to Nomura's vision of what he always wanted in Kingdom Hearts, I think this is what we are pretty much aiming for, especially the look of Donald and Goofy. I just think they look fantastic. They actually legit look like their Disney counterparts, but put in a Kingdom Hearts setting, which was, I guess, the point of it all. I think one reason why people say he doesn't really look as good as they were expecting is because they were expecting Kingdom Hearts 2, but with better graphics than that. This is a pretty sizable leap. Everything now looks a lot more realistic in that sense. Like, not totally 100% realism, but it definitely does feel like there are CG models right there. It doesn't feel like previous games before. Even when you're looking at Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance, the graphical style looks completely different from those. It's not an evolution. It's just like, boom, you know, but it still feels like Kingdom Hearts, if you get what I'm saying. So in terms of that, I like it. I think it looks good. Sure, it's not going to look the best that it can, because I still maintain the belief that this game probably is still in alpha. You know, I think they're still trying to work around some things. I doubt that the Osaka team really has had much development time put into the game already. I guess they just showed this for proof of concept and all type of political mumbo jumbo that has to go on when you have to get a product out there to keep people entertained and interested. So I think that's the case. But then again, who knows? Maybe they have been working on this for quite some time, which brings into account to the whole release date thing, where people think that it might come out sooner because they have gameplay up to this point. Like I said, we don't know. I'm not going to sit here and try to predict all this stuff. I'm just sitting here and going to say that, for what it is now, it looks good. If this was the final product, I'd be raising some more eyebrows than I am now. But in terms of this, it looks fine. Now, the second portion of the gameplay was sort of a... It was I guess you could consider it a boss battle. I really hope that wasn't what the boss battle would be. Because when I'm thinking that, you look at it, it's just like, this looks boring as hell, man. I mean, you're just sitting there riding the roller coaster and you gotta beat the crap out of, what was his name? Rock Titan, I think, from Hercules. And you're just on the roller coaster, and then he tries to attack you. You gotta dodge it, and then blah. I think that's probably the start of the boss fight, because the gameplay trailer ends directly there. And then I think maybe you'll actually go back into fighting Rock Titan. I really hope it's just not a giant QTE event, because I'm just like, man, it's like CyberConnect 2 all over again. No! But as far as the gameplay for Kingdom Hearts 3 goes, I really can't complain about it too much. I regurgitated that point. I think it does look good. It looks fine. We just haven't seen enough of... It's just not the things I think people were expecting. You know what I'm saying? They weren't really expecting this sort of blah thing. But, hey, what can you say? The game's still in development. We'll see what happens in a year from now. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about the last portion of this video, which will be dealt with Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 Remix. Yes. I love being right. This just completes almost all the predictions that I had back in 2009. You guys might remember the video I did, my thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 3, where I said that the game will probably release in 2011, because if you look at this cycle and that cycle, oh, I'm sorry, Neo, I'm sorry. But I did say that if Square Enix really wanted to make some money and hype up Kingdom Hearts 3, their best bet would to be releasing an HD collection, which comes with all the console Kingdom Hearts games, maybe if you want to bring the handheld over on Blu-ray, and all that great stuff. But don't stop there. Put the final mix versions in there, and then people will sell. And I'm just so glad that what I said actually came to fruition, because knowing Square Enix, they could have legit just put the regular games on there and not put the final mix ones. I mean, that's something that they would do, but, I'm just glad it all came to fruition. I'm glad it all did. So in this collection, of course, you're getting Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. So for all those people out there who didn't have the opportunity to play it, they didn't want to hack their PS2s, or they didn't have a strong enough computer to emulate it, you finally get to play this game. And from personal experiences, I can say that it is a major improvement over the regular Kingdom Hearts 2. It is just the amount of content that's in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. It honestly feels like a whole new game. I mean, there's just so much stuff you could do, so many boss battles. I mean, you've seen the videos of it on YouTube. It's just crazy stuff. It seriously is. But it doesn't stop there. You're also getting Birth by Sleep. Yes, they are actually bringing over the PSP game, putting it in high definition, and that right there is what sold the collection for me, because we knew they would do this. Nobody sat there and said, hey, what if they don't do a second HD collection? Everybody knew this was happening. And that right there is what I think sold it for a lot of people, because Birth by Sleep, I don't know how to say this, but I think Birth by Sleep is the best Kingdom Hearts game. I think it is. I mean, the more and more I think about it, that game it was wow. I mean, I had my complaints with it, obviously, but that game was the shit. It really was. So we'll be able to play that in PlayStation 3 in HD. And this is where I think the game can benefit from that, because while Birth by Sleep is great, it was a little bit ahead of its time. It definitely did max out the power of the PlayStation Portable. So there were a couple of slowdowns that were going on there, and it was kind of irritating at times, especially in Maleficent's world. When you're fighting those little tiny minions and then the frame rate would drop. It was bad at times, but this didn't happen throughout the entire game. So it's going to be nice to see them get a chance to utilize the power of the console in order to give us a better experience from that. And we'll finally get the Final Mix version. I can't wait to play that. The only thing I have played of the Final Mix of Birth by Sleep was when my friend came over and I was fighting the boss. I can't even think right now. But you know the secret boss in Birth by Sleep. And in addition to those two games, I don't know what genius out there decided to do this where it holds little to no relevance, but Recoded will be getting a cutscene theater for no reason. Like, why? This game has no relevance whatsoever, and if you actually try to sit there and say that Recoded has relevance to the story, stop it. Stop it now. Stop it. No. No. And especially after the giant, colossal, wasted opportunity that was 358 by 2's theater mode. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not going to sit here and defend the fact that it would go directly from Roxas about to fight Shion to drunk Shion. There's nothing in between. Why didn't they animate battle cutscenes? Why did they do that? Well, what? You couldn't have like a 2-minute fight reanimated? You know, you got some people saying that, oh, because they're working on Kingdom Hearts 3, they can't do that. Really? Really? A 2-minute fight they can't animate? Why? They animated some non-boss fights in the Rechain of Memories. Took me a while. So, like, why couldn't they do that here? Like, would it really take that long? Like, 10 minutes of extra animation just for the fights between the members? Ugh. But yeah, that's going to be in here for no reason. Now, the final game that has yet to be released on any platform outside of its origin would be Dream Drop Distance. Some people are speculating that maybe they're going to bring that out in a couple of years and put it on the PlayStation Network and Xbox Live. I think that'd be an interesting idea. I think that being such a crucial fucking part of the story, that they're going to have to bring it out on some platform. I always think that was the cutscene theater they were going to do for the HD collection, but at the same time, it still feels not right because the game did just come out a year and a half ago. Oh, God. It's kind of weird just to say that. But yeah, in terms of, in the relative sense, it doesn't make sense. Also considering that's a wasted opportunity because they could release the game on said consoles and make some money. I would like that. It's going to be kind of weird, though, interacting without flow motion, or they're probably going to have to rework flow motion. I think that might be one of the problems. They don't want to put it out there. But they could have put it out on the Wii U. It's actually not a bad idea. Dream Drop Distance can actually work on the Wii U. Now, if only games sold on the Wii U. Anyway. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I guess this ends this Kingdom Hearts related discussion on what people were wondering what I thought of the games. Like I said, we're really going to have to wait to judge Kingdom Hearts 3. I know we can formulate opinions on it from a gameplay aspect, but I don't know. I just still think it's a tad bit too soon. You know, a year from now, if it still looks like this, then, oh, good golly, Miss Molly, we're going to have a problem here because I'm sweating. Woo! Yeah. And the collection for 2.5, including all those games, I really do hope a lot of you people pick it up because it's Birth by Sleep. I know a lot of people who didn't play Birth by Sleep. You're gonna have to play Birth by Sleep or you're gonna have a bad time with Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm gonna just say that Birth by Sleep is probably the most integral part in terms of the story because everything happened there, but then again, Dream Drop Distance was really important as well because of all those mindfucks, and it's just like, yeah, bitch, we're going into Kingdom Hearts 3 now. Get ready. So I guess I gotta put my seatbelt on because it's gonna be like, woo! You know, screw 88 miles per hour. We're gonna be going like more than that. 89. Yes. So I guess that's all I want to say. I want to thank you guys for watching this NGS Talks, this long, overblown NGS Talks. What is this, another 20-minute video in a row? Do you guys like these 20-minute video in a row where I just sit back and ramble and all that stuff? Was I entertaining? Did I actually entertain you for 24 minutes? Please be honest in the comment section. Be honest. Probably I'm not going to be doing another video again till this weekend because it's just Thanksgiving weekend, so I want all of you guys to enjoy your time. If you are spending with your family, spending with your friends, if you have to work, I feel your pain because I have to work this weekend as well. But hey, what have you. I just hope you guys have a good turkey day. I hope you guys just have a good day in general. You know, everybody deserves to have a good day like that. Keep your chin up. Yeah, all that motivational stuff. So, I'm NGS signing out, and like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace.